Hi students, I'm Sonia from Vidyaguru, starting a new session on current affairs. This is going to be the third part for the month of June. June 2023, I'm actually referring to. This is going to be the session on current affairs, quite relevant for your exam preparation. And believe me, if you watch the session till the end, you will see at least 5 questions in your exam for sure. Whichever video you will watch, I try to bring in many important points for you. Actually, they are delivered in the form of pointers basically, because that point wise approach will save your time and these questions will be there in your exam straight away. You will not be reading lengthy passages straight away. The questions, the pointers will form a question and those questions will be there in your exam. So you need to have faith in me. I am going to deliver all the important questions today also. If you like the session, you have the option of pressing the like button, share the video with your friends, those who are preparing for any competitive exam. Try to subscribe our channel. If you do that, press the bell icon along with it. That is how you will receive notifications of all the exam relevant videos which we upload. The session is in English medium. If you are not comfortable with the language, you have the option of switching to the Hindi medium session. That is also there in the playlist. You can go and check that out. We record such sort of complete English medium sessions for our students from South India, for our students from Northeast India, those students who are in Karnataka, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, those students who are unable to understand Hindi, we record such sort of sessions for them primarily. But otherwise, if you can understand English, you can watch that in English medium only. Let's start from here on. The first question on your screen, you need to be aware that we try to deliver topic-wise current affairs. That is how you can classify things which you study in current affairs. So India in Focus is the title, is the topic right now, and we are starting with this particular thing. Let's see where India is in focus. And if we are going to begin with the first point, that is India's rank on World Economic Forum's Energy Transition Index. We have to switch to clean energy. That is the target for every country, to be very frank with you, and India is supposedly doing quite well in it. That we are not aware, but actually it is said that India is doing quite well in it. What I'm actually trying to tell you here is that India's rank on World Economic Forum's Energy Transition Index, as you can see, it is quite alright. It is 67th out of 120 nations, you can see that. And top nations, Sweden and Denmark, they are also important. See who prepares, that means which organization prepares that report or index. That is what I have mentioned here. It is World Economic Forum. What is the rank of India? That is 67th. And the country which remained on top, that is Sweden. So I've answered 3 questions which can be asked from an index or a report. You have to just focus on what I'm actually teaching, but try to learn that side by side. That is how, before I wrap up, I really believe in you that you are going to learn all these questions. So do motivate me, try to write it down in the comment box that you have learned all the questions. And I would love that. I will revert to all the comments, this time, but you have to tell me after watching the session, you have learned all the questions, because that is how I'll believe in my approach also, that I repeat often. I know it is not very interesting, but this is going to help you. World Economic Forum's Energy Transition Index. That means we are transforming, we are doing something better. Countries are trying to shift to or switch to clean energy. India is also doing quite well. That is why we stood on 67th rank. Next question is India signs Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty. First of all, read the word legal assistance, mutual legal assistance. And that is the treaty, but that's particularly in criminal matters with Belgium. They may ask you with which country India has signed a treaty which is based on legal assistance. Apart from that, there's a possibility name of the country is important and they may ask you on what sort of matters. So they can actually mention the names of those matters. That is why I've mentioned that minute detail in brackets. For customs clearances, India signs mutual recognition arrangement for authorized economic operators with UAE. It's quite lengthy. To be very frank with you, something which is there on the first page, even if it sounds boring, if it sounds quite lengthy, but if it has occupied first, space, like it is there on the first page, it has to be significant. So believe in me, have faith in me. Let's read it again. Probably you'll be able to understand. With UAE, we have done something. What is that? For custom clearances, like custom clearances, that you understand what I'm referring to. India signs mutual recognition arrangement for. So it is an agreement for authorized economic operators. For authorized economic operators, India has signed an MOU or agreement with UAE. That is what I'm saying. And this AEO, authorized economic operators, is for custom clearances. That is what you have to keep in mind. When I move ahead with this point, and that is satellite expert of Indian origin becomes UN Outer Space Affairs Director Aarti Holamani. First of all, you must know that by the name Aarti, we have understood it is Aarti. It has, the name Aarti is going to tell you that she has the Indian origin. That is why Aarti Holamani, Indian origin. I am saying this girl, this lady, satellite expert, this lady, satellite expert of Indian origin that we have seen, becomes UN, United Nations Outer Space Affairs Director. You have not heard much about such a position. An Indian origin person has occupied that, matter of pride for all of us. But please understand that the name is quite important, as she has that Indian origin. That is the reason it is going to be there in your exam. I am going to repeat it one by one. Now you can keep that in your mind. World Economic Forum's Energy Transition Index, in which India's rank is 67th. Energy Transition Index, where Sweden remained on top. Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty in criminal matters with Belgium. India has signed that. Now India with UAE for custom clearances, authorized economic operators, such sort of agreement. Satellite expert of Indian origin. To be very frank with you, you must know Aarti Holamani. She is an experienced woman, very, very experienced, like around 25 years or even more. She is into satellite. She has such sort of knowledge in this particular domain. That is the reason this satellite expert lady has actually, got this position in UN. She has become UN Outer Space Affairs Director now. Let's move to the next page. Okay, government schemes are there. They are even not very interesting, quite boring sort of, but let's learn them one by one. Try to, because these are the ones which are going to be there in your exam for sure. We'll start with dakshata. That means we are talking about some sort of skillful, or you can say adept of some kind. That dakshata is there. Dakshata is a Hindi word where a person is skillful, he is daksh. So dakshata, let's expand it, because it is written in capital letters. All these letters have some full form. When we say dakshata, D is development of attitude knowledge. Skill for holistic transformation in administration. That is what dakshata is. It is quite long. It will take you time. You have to keep in mind, because it is a government scheme. Full forms have to be learned. I am going to repeat. So development of attitude, knowledge, skill for holistic transformation in administration. Courses for young professionals on I got Karam Yogi platform. See, there's a Karam Yogi platform of the government. I got Karam Yogi platform. It is a platform of the government. As we can see that it is a government scheme. So dakshata, these are the courses basically. Dakshata, we are saying that it is a courses for young professionals. That is why Karma Yogi platform by Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions. That's the name of the ministry. Personnel means employees, and how they are going to get benefited by all this. That is what they have mentioned here clearly in dakshata. So dakshata, Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and pensions. That is what we are saying. They have launched, they have come up with Dakshata, where people are getting benefited. How? I am saying employees are also getting benefited. Young professionals are getting benefited because they are going to enhance their knowledge. They are going to improve themselves by this Dakshata. So mission on advanced and high impact research. As you can see, this is Mahir. Mahir is also somebody is like dexterous. Somebody is good at what the person does. So that Mahir, Hindi word Mahir, has that expanded form, full form, and it is mission on advanced and high impact research. Mission on advanced and high impact research to leverage emerging technologies in power sector. So power sector is there. So as power sector is there, emerging technologies, you have to lay focus on something, you have to bring something out, and that is emerging technologies have to, in power sector, have to be actually made better. So mission advanced and high impact research, Mahir, to leverage, to pull, to lay force on emerging technologies in power sector. So Mahir is for that. Mahir is for power sector. Mahir is for power sector. That is why Ministry of Power and Ministry of New and Renewable Energy both are involved. Now the period is mentioned, like till what time to what time this particular scheme is going to be there. It is just here. It is just here. You can see that. I'm going to repeat. So mission on advanced and high impact research, it is Mahir. So Mahir is to leverage. Mahir is to pull, to lay force on, or to give power to something, and that is for the power sector. Emerging technologies in power sector, they are going to make it better, and the duration for it is 23-24 to 27-28. During this period, they are going to work on this particular thing. Ministry of Power and Ministry of New and Renewable Energy is, are there behind this particular thing. Exploration of coal and lignite scheme extended from 21-22 to 25-26 at an outlay of 2980. I'm going to repeat. Exploration, that means we are going to explore something new. So as we are going to search, we are going to explore something new, we are going to find out something new. That is why the word exploration is there. So exploration of coal and lignite scheme. So we are going to explore coal, we are going to explore search lignite. This is the scheme like from 21-22 to 25-26, and the expenditure, the expense on it is going to be 2980, and they are going to bring this coal and lignite. This is the expense. By this they are going to find out, they are going to search, they are going to explore more coal, they are going to come up with more lignite. That is what the aim is. This is also a government scheme. So after Dakshata, I got Karam Yogi platform. After Mahir, the ministries are there behind it. Now this is for coal and lignite. This is the scheme, but the amount is asked. That is the reason on coal and lignite exploration, they will be spending around 2980 crores, and you have to learn this particular amount also. Let's move ahead. Now latest appointments. Let's start with the appointments. The first question is about Ajit Pawar. He has become new Deputy CM of Maharashtra. Ajit Pawar, if you have heard, Ajit Pawar has become that. New Deputy CM of Chhattisgarh, T.S. Singh Dev. New Deputy CM of Chhattisgarh, T.S. Singh Dev. Tushar Mehta, reappointed Solicitor General for 3 years. The term can also be asked. You have to learn that carefully. New Chairman and MD of Coal India. New Chairman and MD of Coal India, PM Prasad. Nowadays, they ask you the question on Coal India also, like such questions. Their directors and chairman, that is the reason I've mentioned them. New Special Director of CBI, Ajay Bhatnagar. So I've brought their pictures along with their names. That is how you can relate them easily and you can learn them. I'm going to repeat so that you can try keeping their names in mind. New Deputy CM of Maharashtra, Ajit Pawar. Now T.S. Singh Dev has become new Deputy CM of Chhattisgarh. For 3 years, new Solicitor General, or you can say he got reappointed, but I must call him new only. That is how you learn. Tushar Mehta, reappointed Solicitor General for 3 years. New Chairman and MD of Coal India, PM Prasad. New Special Director of CBI, Ajay Bhatnagar. Let's move to the next question. Okay, now sports updates. That section, that topic in which you are going to get information, ample information on sports. Let's start with the first question. 37 National Games host, Goa. So Goa hosts National Games a lot, many times, that we have seen that in the past also. That is the reason we can say that 37th numbers National Games will be hosted in Goa only, and mascot is Moga. But they may ask you what Moga is. So Moga is Indian bison. If you are not aware what bison is, have you heard that buffalo, cows, buffalo? So something similar. Bison is huge actually, but it is quite similar to a buffalo. So that is how you can type that in Google. You can check that Indian bison is, this is the Moga. Mascot is Moga, and that Moga is going to represent Indian bison. So that buffalo category is that Moga. So they'll ask you the question, what Moga is? You have to answer. The mascot of National Games this time. What is the mascot for it? Moga. Then they may ask you what Moga is. Then you have to answer it. That is an Indian bison. The next question is, India beat Kuwait and win SAF championship. So what is SAF? SAF is South Asian Football Federation. But as you understand that F stands for football, that means we are talking about some football cup in which India performed quite well, and you may have seen that on social media as well. So here India beats Kuwait. So India has beaten Kuwait. We have seen that India could do so, that some penalty round was there and they could actually get that title back. They have won nine titles, and I'm saying here Bengaluru, it was happening in Bengaluru, that was the venue, and India beats Kuwait. That is quite important. Now India's 9th title, and I'm saying that SAF championship was going on, and that is what India has actually won. India won Asian Kabaddi Championship also, 23 I'm talking about, by beating Iran. So India beat Iran. Busan and South Korea is the place where it was taking place. I'm going to repeat. Kabaddi Championship, Asian Kabaddi Championship 23 was going on. And I'm saying India won that by beating Iran, and the place was Busan, and it is in South Korea. Special Olympics World Games 23, 16th in Berlin, and the place is Germany. I'll repeat. Special Olympics World Games. First of all, I'm not saying Winter Olympics, I'm not saying Paralympics, I'm saying Special Olympics were taking place. These games were happening, and I'm saying it was happening the 16th time, and the venue for it is Berlin. Berlin, in which India performed quite well. India could muster 202 medals. Here you can see they may ask you the breakup of the medals also. And here 76 gold that India could get. 75 silver and 51 bronze. Gold is important. You know that. If you cannot, learn everything, you can just learn that 202 medals were won by India, and out of which 76 were gold. The place is obviously important. The motto of it was #unbeatable together. #unbeatable together. FIFA Under 17 World Cup 23 host country is Indonesia. I'm going to repeat. So National Games, 37 numbers, Goa is the host. Mascot is Moga. Moga is Indian bison. India beat Kuwait in SAF championship in Bengaluru, and this was the 9th title of the country. India won in Kabaddi championship also, which was taking place in Busan, South Korea, and India won Iran here. Special Olympics were taking place in which India could do well by mustering 202 medals, out of which 76 gold were there. Apart from this, Berlin, Germany was the venue for it, and unbeatable, #unbeatable together was the motto, was the main theme. So FIFA Under 17 World Cup 23 host is Indonesia. Everything is important. You can see that. If you have not pressed the like button till now, I am waiting for you to do so. So please do that. If you do so, I get motivated. And do write the feedback also along with your name, please, if possible, along with your roll number. That is how we'll come to know that which exam you've taken and on which date you've actually taken. And we'll try to help you in your interview preparation also, if you can actually provide some details of yours here in the comment section. And if you wish to join us, if you wish to study from us, the numbers are given below. You can dial these numbers and actually join us. We have Hindi medium batches also, and we have complete English medium batches also, the way I'm delivering. So every teacher is going to help you in this way, and they are going to deliver in this manner so that you can understand everything. We'll try to provide you such material which is going to bring you all the important questions beforehand, before writing the exam. So let's start with the next question, and the next segment is important days and dates now. So World Blood Donor Day. World Blood Donor Day, 14th June. World Blood Donor Day is celebrated on 14th June. Theme for it is give blood, give plasma, share life, share often. Quite cute sort of, but delivering the message that has to be delivered. 14th June, World Blood Donor Day. So give blood, give plasma and save life and share often. National Statistics Day. So National Statistics Day, 29th June. Global Wind Day, 15th June. World Music Day on 21st June. United Nations Public Service Day on 23rd June. World Sickle Cell Awareness Day, 19th June. Udyami Bharat, where Bharat is doing well, is becoming a hard worker. So that is Udyami. In Hindi, if you are not aware, Udyami, hardworking. Udyami Bharat, MSME Day. That's the name of this micro, small, medium enterprises, 27th June. Theme for it is quite important. That is why I mentioned the theme here separately. And it is Future Ready MSMEs for India at 100. I'm going to repeat. World Blood Donor Day, 14th June. Statistics Day, 29th June. Now Global Wind Day on 15th June. Music Day, 21st June. United Nations Public Service Day, 23rd June. Sickle Cell Awareness Day, 19th June. And on 27th June, MSME Day. Udyami Bharat MSME Day. Now projects and inaugurations, which are going to be there in your exam for sure. Let's pay attention to it. And thank you so much for watching till now, but I'm not going to wrap up. I'll take a few more minutes. India's first international cruise, Chennai to Sri Lanka. You can see that, Chennai to Sri Lanka, because they may ask you, because it is the first. So India's first international cruise from Chennai to Sri Lanka. And this is like MV Empress is the name through which we are actually, saying that this is the one we are starting our international cruise. I'm going to repeat. India's first international cruise is Chennai to Sri Lanka, which is MP Empress. India's first hydrogen train, first international cruise of the country, start by 2024 from Jind, Haryana. Medha Servo, India's largest private rail coach factory, opens in Kondakal village, Telangana. So I'm going to repeat here. I'm saying Medha Servo, India's largest private rail coach. Medha Servo. What is Medha Servo? If they may ask you only such sort of detail, you have the answer. Medha Servo is India's largest private rail coach factory. They manufacture it there. So it is actually opening at Kondakal village, and that is in Telangana. So they'll manufacture rail coaches there. National Maritime Heritage Complex. National Maritime Heritage Complex to open in Lothal, Gujarat. So if it is maritime, it is navy, it is sea, it is water, you know that. So maritime, sea, navy. So National Maritime Heritage Complex to open in Lothal, Gujarat. Foundation stone of Balidan Stambh. Balidan, that means we are talking about the sacrifice here. So what sort of sacrifice are we referring to? So it is foundation stone of Balidan Stambh Martyrs Memorial. Martyrs Memorial, which is actually, getting started in Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir. I'm going to repeat myself. India's first international cruise, MV Empress, and it is from Chennai to Sri Lanka. The place is even significant. Now from Jeend, Haryana, first hydrogen train will start in 2024. Nedha Servo is India's largest private rail coach factory, which will come up in Kondakal village in Telangana. Maritime Heritage Complex in Lothal, Gujarat. Foundation stone was laid for Balidan Stham, which is the Martyr Memorial, and it is in Srinagar, JNK. Let's move to the next question. Okay, now those kids who are actually not preparing for banking awareness can skip this part. If you wish to join us, again the numbers are given below. If you have not liked the session, kindly do that. I'll get motivated by that. Let's start this particular segment and let's see what information are we actually going to obtain from this segment. World's fourth largest bank. You may have heard that on social media multiple times that HDFC has become that huge that it has become world's fourth largest bank. World's largest, world's fourth largest. That's quite important. So world's fourth largest bank as per market capitalization, HDFC Bank. Apart from this, you have to keep one more thing in your mind, that also India's second biggest firm, HDFC Bank. Also India's second biggest firm after merger with HDFC Limited. If you are not aware, HDFC is a different entity which is an NBFC, and HDFC Bank is a different entity. We are saying if it has actually got merged, the deal took place in $62 billion. $62 billion. It was that huge. So the deal took place, the merger happened, and after the merger, they are saying India's second biggest firm after merger. If you are not aware, it is Reliance Industries, the first one, and the second one is HDFC Limited. So this is what we are saying. It has become second biggest firm after merger, HDFC Limited. Learn that carefully. Not bank, limited. RBI allows banks to issue RuPay prepaid Forex cards. So RuPay cards are actually issued, but we are saying RuPay prepaid Forex cards. You know, it has allowed. RBI has allowed to banks to issue RuPay prepaid Forex cards also. So these are RuPay prepaid Forex is the important word here, Forex cards. Bank to raise $1.5 billion to do something. So the bank is IndusInd Bank. Like Hinduja Group is behind it. So IndusInd Bank. So I am saying that IndusInd Bank, Hinduja Group is behind it. I am talking about this particular bank. What bank? This bank is actually going to raise $1.5 billion. To do what? To hike promoter stake. To hike promoter stake from 15 to 26% and finance acquisition of Reliance Capital. So they wish to acquire something along with that. That is why they are raising money for it. I am saying for finance acquisition of Reliance Capital, they are raising money, 1.5 billion, and they wish to hike the promoter stake from 15 to 26%. Apart from this, digital offerings under Project Wave by Indian Bank, World of Advanced Virtual Experience. To be very frank with you, you have to understand something here. It is a public sector bank, Indian Bank. We know that if they are doing something, it is quite important. It is the Project Wave they have come up with. And this Project Wave is for digital, thing basically. If you do not understand, they wish to do well in digital, field, digital wing. That is why they are coming up with some sort of virtual reality, and they are coming up with more and more ways to make things more and more digital for people, because nowadays we all know the kind of transactions India has seen, which kept India on top in terms of digital transactions. So they have to come up with all the options which are present digitally. World of Advanced Virtual Experience, WAVE, Wave. This is what Wave is. Project Wave here has the full form. And I've mentioned this and the name. When you expand it, you'll understand a bit about it. But this is like the digital offering. Project Wave is of Indian Bank first, and what is it? It is a digital offering by this particular bank. So here this is going to be the last page, and I am going to wrap up. If you have understood everything, you have the option of pressing the like button. If you could not understand anything, you can watch the Hindi video. Thank you so much for watching.